Indy Mogul.
With award season stretching out over the next few months, there will be plenty of talk about the movies of 2010. But a whole new year of movies is also getting underway, and while it's full of notable sequels like Harry Potter, Twilight, The Hangover, and more, there are a number of original movies debuting as well. So here's a look at the top 10 movies to watch out for in 2011. First up is The Green Hornet, hitting theaters January 14th. Now, when it was first announced this movie would be delayed from its Christmas release to be converted into 3D in post, people immediately began to smell a turkey. However, buzz has slowly been building for the film, and word of mouth is solid, if not spectacular. Both Taken and Paul Blart Mall Cop did boffo business with the January release, as might The Green Hornet. Who wouldn't love to see a Michel Gondry action film succeed at the box office? And Jay Chow has breakout star written all over him. February 11th is Justin Bieber Judgment Day. This film will either cement Bieber's superstar status or confirm he's simply the Tiger Beat flavor of the month. Remember how cool the Jonas Brothers were before they released their box office dud concert movie? True stardom is a marathon, not a sprint, so we'll have to see if Bieber trips up. Can the success of Twilight be duplicated? That's what Item Number 4 aims to find out on February 18th. In fact, New York Magazine ran an expose a few months ago about how author James Frey has set up an underground writing factory to churn out teen novel-to-film hits. This is the first product of that factory, and it substitutes aliens for vampires. Are teen audiences so easily manipulated? Is Alex Pettyfer the next Robert Pattinson? We'll just have to wait and see. Source Code, which comes out April 1st, is on this list for one reason and one reason only: director Duncan Jones. Jones made a spectacular debut with Moon in 2009, so spectacular that he even made the shortlist to helm Christopher Nolan's Superman reboot. While he lost out on that gig to the more experienced Zack Snyder, Jones is definitely someone to watch. It will be interesting indeed to see what he does with the sci-fi thriller version of Groundhog Day. The buzz on Your Highness, hitting theaters April 8th, is that it's the next Princess Bride. Yes, the trailer is that good. But while heavily improvised movies can make for a great trailer, they can fall apart in the long run. Just ask Will Ferrell. However, Your Highness stars both James Franco and Natalie Portman, who are on career highs right now. And this is a chance for Danny McBride to finally strut his stuff front and center in a mainstream film. And if this movie succeeds, it could be the final blow to Judd Apatow's death grip on the comedy genre, which is already weakening. This summer is a 1-2 punch for Marvel Studios, with Thor on May 6th and Captain America on July 22nd. While these are separate films, they are both part of the same cinematic universe that Marvel is trying to establish. If Thor and Captain America connect with audiences, the Avengers movie will become a bigger deal than it already is. And it will be interesting to see how audiences react to a film that deals with Norse mythology and another that is a superhero period piece. Question is, can either Chris Hemsworth or Chris Evans deliver a performance equal to the one that made Robert Downey Jr. a cultural phenomenon? And on June 17th, Warner Brothers will find out if they can build their own DC cinematic universe with Green Lantern. While the Batman franchise has become a mega hit thanks to Christopher Nolan, the Superman franchise would hardly be mistaken for a bird or a plane after it crashed and burned on Bryan Singer's watch. And while Superman is being rebooted again in 2012, Green Lantern is up first. How will mainstream audiences react to a character that is relatively unknown beyond the comic book community? And will the film's lighter tone win those mainstream audiences over, despite causing much controversy among comic book fans? A lot is riding on Green Lantern, with much to fear from all involved. Let's fast forward to next year's award season when Moneyball hits theaters on September 23rd. This movie is the social network for baseball, and in fact Aaron Sorkin did a rewrite on the script. That was after Sony put the picture on hold just days before it was to begin filming, as they felt Steven Soderbergh was going too far afield of a traditional sports movie. So Soderbergh was actually fired and replaced with Capote director Bennett Miller. Brad Pitt stars, Scott Rudin produces, and Christopher Nolan's favorite DP shoots. Sounds like a recipe for Oscar to me. On December 23rd, The Adventures of Tintin, The Secret of the Unicorn will finally hit the big screen. That's more than 20 years after Steven Spielberg acquired the rights to the Belgian comic book. And while motion capture has had its ups and downs, and an early 20th century adventure serial might seem like a tough sell, anything that gets Spielberg, Peter Jackson, and Edgar Wright to work together must be pretty darn good. Although it seems like this movie doesn't have a single female main or supporting character, which would be a new low for Hollywood. And also on December 23rd, we'll finally get to see the American version of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. While it's been going on for some time now, this will be the most high-profile Hollywood remake of a recent foreign film. Audiences across the globe have already seen the entire original Swedish trilogy this past year, based on the popular Swedish novels, and Swedish star Noomi Rapace will be co-starring in Sherlock Holmes 2, hitting theaters the very same month as this remake. Still, the Swedish trilogy hasn't set the box office on fire quite like an American version could. But is that a good excuse for steamrolling quality foreign films simply because they have subtitles and feature actors we haven't heard of yet? If this film is a hit, it will mean Hollywood is declaring outright war on foreign film industries. And those are the top 10 movies to watch in 2011. Which movies are you most looking forward to seeing and why? Write them in the comments below, and see you next week as BTT begins covering a whole new year of film, and starting on January 21st in HD.